Hello everyone, it's Laurie Marks Vincent here, and today is February the 14th. Happy Valentine's Day and happy Ash Wednesday. You know, this is a time when we remember love. We remember who we love, we remember how we love, and we think about those things and then why we love. And I love to think about the fact that Jesus died for us, gave the ultimate sacrifice because of the Father's love, that we should be called the children of God. And what is so exciting to me is that that love gets to be shared with others. And that's the how. You know, there are some special needs that this ministry has, and please don't feel that I'm pressuring you in any way. I'm just sharing my heart right now because I'm actually somewhat frustrated and trying to just trust the Lord at this time. There are things that we go through and trials and tribulations, and I'm sure that many of us are facing similar situations. Many of us are dealing with things, and that love is what actually gives us the confidence to trust Him, because if He loves us so much, He's not going to let us go without our needs and those things that He desires for us to bless us. And you would think that your basic needs is all that God requires of you. That's all that God wants to give you. You would think that your basic needs, food, shelter, clothing, are all that He's interested in giving you. But the matter of the fact is that He wants to bless you, because He cannot do His kingdom work through you unless you allow Him to bless you. So sometimes we have a God in the box, just enough mentality, when we need to be thinking outside the box and saying, okay, God, here I sit in the middle of my circumstances, but you see something bigger. You see something greater. You see all the avenues, the roads, the doors that you have for me. And so, Lord, help me take this situation out of the box. Help me take you out of the box. Help me take me out of the box. And help me to see what you see for tomorrow and the days ahead. What doors you have for me. What inspiration and vision you have for me for the days ahead. That's what we try to do here with the ministry between my husband and myself. We try so hard, and we wait on God for the doors to open. Thank goodness that I was able to receive a grant from a Christian radio station that provided enough money for me to go and record one song at the studio. Without that, I don't have the funds to record, to provide you with the music that I write. Because if I'm writing that music and I feel empty without sharing it, because I feel like God wants me to share it, but how do I share it without the support? I can get more grants from Christian radio stations. That's not what I'm concerned about, but it's just an example of how I can find support. Sorry, the lights come in and it's gotten a little bit dark in here. This is one of the reasons why I need some help. I need some lighting support. I need some camera support. I'm struggling right now to be able to become the effective communicator and minister to those that I minister online. I'm struggling right now with that. I'm sharing my struggles with you. I don't know what else to say. The other frustrating part is that the blessing fund has gone down to zero again, because the needs are greater than we can provide and help for. And we're turning away people who have serious needs where there's no other resource for them. I have a woman right now who has no bed to sleep in, sleeping in her chair because bed bugs have infested her apartment again. I don't know how to solve this issue for her. She doesn't have enough income for higher rent. This is a problem in our country. I don't know how to solve this problem for her, and it's not my responsibility to solve the problem, but my heart goes out to her. I have another person who's struggling to pay for groceries. They're self-employed, and there's no resource for them in the community because of their financial situation and their current job situation, because they're self-employed. They're in a position where they're having trouble finding that balance. It's a new business. I understand the desire to have the freedom to run your own business, but not have the funds that you need to keep that going and boosting up when you have two children to to fill their mouths with and a wife to support. I understand that. I understand when immigrants come in and their papers get messed up and their government support slips out from underneath their feet. I understand this stuff. I understand when there's no resource around for you because here's your financial report, which a lot of them go on the year before saying, well, your financial report from the year before shows that you are sufficient enough to care for what you have right now. But you don't have the means to make that resource work. It's frustrating, completely frustrating. And I don't know how to make the message any more clear. If you follow my ministry and you have been blessed by anything that I've done, the music, any of the writing or anything, and it's one of the main reasons why I haven't been able to keep up with the writing is because I'm handling administration tasks on a daily basis that I'm not able to keep up with because I don't have the manpower. I don't have the funds to pay people to do that. So here's a couple of ways how you can help me. Well, more than a couple actually. If you have some administration skills and a few extra hours a week and you want to be a part of what I'm doing to make things happen for other people in need, please contact me. If you want to help me raise money for the ministry, there are a couple of ways you can do it. If you don't have any money in your pocket to help me, here's a couple of ways you can do it. You can go to my YouTube channel where the music is and you can listen to my music. You can go to my Spotify channel, follow me on Spotify and listen to my music. Add my music to your favorite playlist, or Apple or Tidal Wave or iTunes, whichever platform you use. You can go to one of those platforms and you can listen to my music. Let it bless you. Let it do what God called it to do. Bless you, minister to you. And that's one way you can do it because, believe it or not, every time you listen to one of my songs, I get paid a few cents, just a few cents, but it helps. Now, if you want to become a monthly partner, that's a big deal. Whether it's $5 a month, whether it's $10 a month, whether it's $50 or $100 a month, I don't care. It doesn't matter. God doesn't care. Because the matter is that you heard the heart's cry. You heard where God wants to do something, but you're the person and you know it, that God can move through. And if it's $5 a month and 100 people give $5 a month, it's a huge dent in our need being met in this ministry so that we can help others, so that we can be a blessing to others. I'm pulling money sometimes from my own donations for Laurie Marks Vincent to cover the needs of people in the Blessing Fund. And so if you want to give to the Blessing Fund, you can give to the Blessing Fund by going to their website, theblessingfund.org. Click on the donate or give button there, and you can give according to your country, whether Canada or US. And you can also just directly give to my ministry, Laurie Marks Vincent, and you can give on a monthly basis as well. I'll tell you, I would so appreciate it because it's going to free up opportunities for me to move in ways you have never heard before. And when you do, I know that God will do great things. The opportunity I had in December to reach 1.2 million across Africa and the United States and parts of Europe because of the fact that I was able to do a Videotron message just over the internet. And all those people, 1.2 million people, viewed the message. But many of those people are in countries where they don't have money to support ministries. They're looking for opportunities for people to help them make money. They're looking for people to come to their country and pay to come to their country to minister and to evangelize the people in their country, to give the gospel. I can't do that without support from you. And I am so appreciative of the support that I have received, the support that I do receive on a monthly basis, even though it's just a small amount every month. It works out to about less than $50 a month in some cases in Canada. And in the US, the best has been $100 a month. So I'm not getting great support. I'm just using every penny that I can very carefully to get the best that I can for the little that I have to work with. And God makes that stretch. But I need to know that I have partners. I need to know that I can continue in this kingdom work with your support. If you've been blessed in any way, I so appreciate it. If you would just $5, $10 a month. I sound like I'm begging, but I'm not. I'm just asking you to partner with me and to hear the heart cry of what God needs us as the kingdom, the church, to do in his kingdom. Will you work with me? Will you join me? That would be such a blessing to have you as a part of the work that I'm doing here. I thank you and I praise you, God, for so much that is going on in this ministry. And I thank him for you. I appreciate you so much. I appreciate that you are behind me in many ways. And as soon as I have the freed up time, I'll continue with the special book, the free online book, When God Sent a Dog, because I know many of you have enjoyed it so much already. But the next chapter I hope will come next month. I thank you so much for listening. I thank you so much for your patience. I thank you for hearing me out and helping me to get through this time while I'm kind of venting and a little stressed. So I appreciate you so much. God bless.